are comfortable. Where they are most comfortable is when you will be able to understand what you're looking for, who those people are. If you're looking for someone in particular, you start putting out, questions for individuals and what have you, because there's certain types of people that we're drawn to, right? There's certain folks that you're looking for in particular in the world. Your future wife, your future husband, all the above. These things come into play. What you want to do is figure out what you're looking for first and foremost, because how are you going to ever find that shit if you don't know what you're looking for? Most people, they don't know what the fuck they're looking for. They're like, I want to be happy. Okay. Go and find that. How do you want to be happy? What are you passionate about? What is something that you have to have in your life? Guess what? Find somebody that's equally as passionate and happy about that same thing, and you guys can go and fucking enjoy the hell out of life together doing that thing you guys are both fucking gloriously passionate about. That's how this shit works. You don't just go and get fucking knocked up at the bar and, and find. I mean, people fall in your lap on occasions, but more often than not, the timing is always fucked up. When it comes to the right individual, the timing isn't going to be right when you first meet them. I mean, I guarantee you. It's not going to work that way. You're going to have to fucking stumble over yourself and find yourself. And that person coming into your life is essentially what will cause you to go through the changes that you need to go through in order to be the fucking person that person falls in love with. That's how that shit generally will work out. I don't really see from my travels, and yes, I'm still young. I mean, I haven't fucking seen everything there is to see, but from what I understand, it hardly ever just works out where those fucking people fall into place. They just fucking go and get married, and then they never have to worry about it. I mean, they may get married, they may get divorced, may get back together again, and run into that shit. But the easiest thing is to just not be married. Just understand that, hey, this is the stage we need to go through, and understand that this is what goes on, and it's so much easier to deal with. There's no more pain involved. It doesn't take years to go through that fucking process neither. I mean, people can understand how that shit takes place in a year or two, if all of it is done the right way. If you pussyfoot around and it's like, oh, I had 2 months off and now we're back together again. It's like a drug, okay? You can't just go and say, hey, I'm done with drugs, and fucking be off for 2 months and then come back and fucking be on drugs again, and then I was off of it for 2 months, so that means it's okay. This shit doesn't work that way. Love is more or less the same way. I mean, it is a very addictive drug, and it'll make you do all kinds of fucking shit. And it doesn't mean just because you're in love with somebody that all the things that you do is okay. In all honesty, if you really love that person, and you feel like, man, there's things that I need to do about myself and change before I can even be happy with myself, let alone feel like I'm gonna make that person happy. That's when you fucking really love somebody. That is when, if you're thinking about yourself and like, hey, I need to go and have this person in my life because otherwise I'll be, a sap, and not be able to make it to work tomorrow because I won't have the motivation, and I won't be able to clean my laundry because I don't know how. I mean, if you start thinking about stupid shit like that, then that person is not for you. I'm just helping you out with that fucking Dr. Philin right now. You need to have someone in your life that you're like, okay, I know in my heart that I'm not good enough for this fucking person right now. That's how much you need to love somebody. And you need to not only feel that way, but feel like, I need to do everything that's possible to make myself feel like I'm fucking good enough for that person. Because you can say that, hey, I would die for this person, but would you really live for that person? Even if they didn't give you the time of day, would you go out and do everything that you're passionate about and try to change the world and do the things that make you happy? And thoughts that if that person is really who I think she is, if that person is really who you think they are, type of thing, then they'll see what I'm doing. They'll understand why I'm doing it, and they'll love me that much more. And they're not gonna fucking be sitting around on their ass twiddling their thumbs. They're gonna be inspired, and they're gonna come back to you or come back to me. You know? All of that will take place. And when you really feel that way, you know, it's what faith really, it's really the first time where I really understood faith. Like, things are happening exactly the way they're supposed to. And as an ego-driven person, I always thought that, man, I make all of the decisions in the world around me. And, you know, that's what I'm saying. If I really feel that way, then I shouldn't let no Hillary fucking Clinton be my president. That would be a fucking shame on my part. That would be ridiculous if I let that happen in my universe. No fucking sir, no thank you. So once you understand the love involved in it, instead of the ego, it's the will and the intent. When you have the will and the intent and it's all pure, bam, you can make things happen. You can heal somebody. You can heal yourself. You can see somebody's fucking thoughts. You can project your thoughts onto theirs. Jesus did a shitload of cool stuff. You'll do even better stuff if you believe. The moment you step off of the boat and go to fucking walk on water, if you've already stepped on to the edge of the boat and have accepted the fact that I'm about to fucking get wet, you're going down, son. You've already fucking become a victim. You already gave up before you tried, before you even left the door. How does that feel? How does it feel to be a failure before you even got up and walked out the door yet? Because that's exactly what you are. When you think that way, you are failing before you even step out the door. Imagine yourself fucking succeeding, fucking owning the world, doing everything you have ever fucking dreamed of. Then it'll start falling in your lap, time and time and time again. As soon as you accept that, you'll be good to go. It's much like, you know, the Pirates of the Caribbean, Captain Jack. He had this compass, pointed him in the direction of what he wanted most. Now the problem is figuring out what that was. Okay, I got my rum. Now what are there, that way. Once you figure out what you want, all you have to do is look at your handy dandy compass and it'll go right to it, I assure you. And just as the movie portrayed, it will look like you were doing it in style, magically. Somehow, all of this fucking shit works out exactly the way it's supposed to. You just walk on through the fucking chaos, and you make it happen. It's funny how it works out like that. It's Jedi style. There are certain pros and cons to being dark side. You know, when you have the ability to really piss somebody the fuck off, that's being on the dark side of your empathic skills. You can essentially find that nerve that people have and fucking touch it. Be that sand, be that fucking just poke, poke, poke. That's the dark side of being an empath. Just as equally, I can't believe I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes on November 2nd. Please get cold enough tonight to kill all the mosquitoes. Yes, November 2nd. Now I'm asking for some cold weather to kill off all these damn mosquitoes. Hate mosquitoes. That's the best thing about California, y'all, is there are no mosquitoes running around San Jose eating my ass alive. Woo, I wish I was in San Jose and not get eaten up by mosquitoes. Nah, I don't really wish that. But see, that goes in hand with what we're talking about. A lot of us want things, but don't really want things. And it fucks up the whole situation around you. Because when you don't know what you want, guess what's happening? The universe is trying to make something happen and then not happen. And make something happen and then not happen. And that's how the shit fucking functions. So when you have chaos all around you, I mean, it's exactly what's going on. It's your fucking fault. It's what you've accepted to happen. All you gotta do is change your will and intent. Fix the things inside you that you need to fix and accept and be happy with. And when you take that step, next start doing the things that make you happy, make you feel good, make you feel like you're doing something to contribute. Because all you need to do is find that one or two people. You know, you don't need to find thousands of people and change their hearts and mind. All you need to really do, to do your fucking job in this world, is to inspire the hearts and minds of just a handful of individuals. If you can do that, I mean, think about it. That's all you really have to do. That's all I really have to do. I don't need to go out there and fucking inspire hundreds and thousands and all this folks to be fucking happy. There's honestly only two that I fucking really feel like I have to. But the real thing is,